Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's get into it. BingChatGPT pump and dump tokens emerging by the dozen. Regulators let the bad guys get big. Former Kraken CEO speaks out after SEC settlements. And crypto exchange FTX Japan to resume withdrawals on February 21st, which is today. Interesting. All right, let's look at the market. We are sitting at 1.116 trillion. I said billion yesterday like a moron. We are down quite a bit. I think it was 1.188 billion or trillion. There you go. Did it again. Trillion yesterday. And now we're down to 1.166. There has been a bit of a sell-off in the market. Where are we at? Bitcoin dominance 4.27%. ETH dominance 18.4%. Gwei at 26. Bitcoin still up 12.61% on the week. We keep getting rejected at 25k. It's nothing new really. Down a little bit from yesterday. Same thing with ETH, down 1.7 from yesterday. Let's see if there's too much red on the board. Not a ton. Solana down 4.3. Basically 3.4 for Avalanche. 4% for Chainlink. That Filecoin's down a bit, which, I mean, after a 62% pump, I mean, that makes sense. Outside of that, nothing too crazy. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Again, that yellow line, let's make it nice and big too. Give me just a second. Boom. All right. That's 25k, y'all. That is our ceiling. I'm still bullish at this point. I mean, even though we've got some bearish divergence down here, I'm still bullish. As long as we can stay above this 23.876, which, like I showed you here yesterday, we touched, turned back into turn firm resistance, hopefully into support at this point. I think we could range in here in this level until we break out. I mean, look, anything's possible in Bitcoin, anything's possible in crypto. We could break below and go lower. Like I said yesterday, there's people calling for a potential 19 to 20 somewhere in there before we finally start moving into the upward momentum of the next bull cycle. But just watch it for now. Again, like I said, I think we could range in here for quite some time. But I'm feeling, I hate to say this, again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not even a good trader. I'm feeling bullish. Not full bull cycle, but bullish. I think we're going to break out of this 25 before we break down. That's just my thoughts. Take it with a grain of salt. Let's move on to Ethereum. Big blood diamond on the 4 hour for Ethereum. But just like with Bitcoin, we're seeing a potential range here. This would be the wick that Bitcoin had that bounced off of that 23 level that we were talking about. And that's the range I'm looking at as a floor, as a support level for Ethereum is at 1662 level, 1662. With the big blood diamond that played out, it tanked, we hit it, and now we've bounced. So again, just things to keep your eyes on. We were watching this wedge on Ethereum to see if it was making a decision. It did. It broke down. Yeah, and again, more bearish divergence, but this could be the potential play out of that bearish divergence. So who knows? So yeah, not too much going on in the charts, guys. You know the levels, everything I've been looking at, it's right there in front of your face. Nothing new, nothing crazy. Just keep your eyes on these resistance and support levels, and trade accordingly. All right, let's go to the news. BingChatGPT. If you don't know what that is the AI thing on the internet that has been everybody's been talking about for the last month and a half, I think. That's been changing everything. Everybody on YouTube's talking about it. All sorts of stuff. I think where this is going to go to in this story too is that this AI can kick out code. Like coders can use it. Like I want to do, show me, code to do this, and it'll kick out code for you. So there's been a lot of speculation and a lot of AI tokens coming out lately, and I think that's what this is going to get into, because a lot are probably just junk, to be entirely honest. So let's go. Blockchain security firm PeckShield on Twitter said it has found dozens of pump and dump tokens purporting to be related to ChatGPT. Blockchain security firm PeckShield has raised the alarm after finding dozens of tokens purporting to be related to the artificial intelligence-powered chatbot ChatGPT. In a February 20th post, the firm revealed at least 3 Bing ChatGPT tokens appear to be part of honeypot schemes. A smart contract that tricks a user into sending ether, which the attacker then traps and retrieves. There you go. Shows those wallet addresses. According to PeckShield, at least 2 of the tokens identified have already lost nearly 100% of their value, while a third is at a 65% loss. In what is often referred to as a pump and dump scheme or a rug pull, a pump and dump scheme typically involves creators orchestrating a campaign of misleading statements and hype to persuade investors into purchasing tokens, then secretly selling their stake in the scheme when prices go up, leaving you holding the bags. At least one of the bad actors behind the tokens, deployer, and there's the beginning of a wallet address, is responsible for creating dozens of tokens with a pump and dump scheme, said PeckShield. There's the tweet. There's the addresses. While PeckShield did not explain why the bad actors are using the name Bing ChatGPT for their tokens, the scammers could be trying to take advantage of the February 7th announcement of OpenAI's ChatGPT tech is being integrated into Bing and Microsoft Edge web browser. The token's name might be an attempt to trick victims into thinking they are somehow related to Microsoft to take advantage of the hype around the AI chatbots. Blockchain analytics firm Chain Analysis recently noted in a February 6th report that nearly 10,000 new tokens launched in 2022 had all the on-chain characteristics of being pump and dump schemes. According to the blockchain analytics firm, 1.1 million tokens were launched last year, but only 40,521 had an impact on the crypto ecosystem, which is at least 10 swaps over 4 consecutive days of trading in the week following their launch. Of the 40,521 tokens launched in 2022 that gained sufficient traction to be worth analyzing, 9,902 or 24% saw a price decline in the first week, indicative of possible pump and dump activity, the firm said. While a price drop on its own is not an indication of wrongdoing on the part of token creators, the firm noted that it examined 25 in particular and found they were almost certainly designed for pump and dump, with malicious honeypot code that prevents new buyers from selling the tokens. Ouch. Didn't even know that was a thing. Well, now I do. This isn't exactly what I thought it was, but here's what I will say, what I was touching on earlier. There are a lot of quote-unquote supposed AI chains and projects coming out right now because of the AI hype. Do I think you can make money in them? Yes. Do I think it is highly risky? Absolutely. I don't know how to do enough due diligence to see if AI projects that are coming out are real or just bullshit hype trains. So personally, I'm kind of staying away from them, man. It's just me. I don't have the risk tolerance for it. So if you are looking at AI tokens, let's go this way. If you are looking at AI tokens and you know some that are legit, that have potential, to have upside potential that could actually do something, let us know in the comments down below, as well as what do you think about AI tokens? Do you think it's just bullshit and hype and it'll go away by the next bull run? Or is it something you think is actually going to change the world and the face of crypto altogether? Let me know. Comments down below. Next story. Regulators, let the bad guys get big. Former Kraken CEO speaks out after SEC settlement. According to Jesse Powell, U.S. regulators allowing bad actors in crypto space to suck up users' revenue and venture capital could effectively destroy the good guys. Jesse Powell, CEO of crypto exchange Kraken, has called out United States financial regulators for letting the bad guys win to suit their agenda. In a February 19th Twitter thread, Powell speculated that U.S. regulators, seemingly including the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Gary Gensler, were allowing crypto firms to operate without enforcement action as a red herring for companies that are their true targets. According to the Kraken CEO, allowing bad actors to suck up users' revenue and venture capital available to firms operating in accordance with regulations could effectively destroy the industry, letting competition run over each other and having regulators jail violators later. This is exactly what we're seeing. I gotta say I agree with this. The bad guys are actually on side. Said Powell, good guys are the enemy. If the bad guys can run long enough without blowing up, they might just kill the good guys for you. There's Jesse's tweets. Powell's statement followed Kraken reaching an agreement with the SEC in which the crypto firm agreed to stop offering staking services, we read this last week, or programs to U.S. clients and pay $30 million in disgorgement, prejudgment interest, and civil penalties. Many in the crypto space have criticized the SEC's action as another example of regulation by enforcement. Exactly. A criticism extended to the regulator cracking down on celebrity endorsing tokens through social media channels. In September of 2022, Powell announced he would be succeeded as CEO by Kraken's chief operating officer, Dave Ripley, after which time he would stay with the crypto firm as the chair of the board. Paxos was already reportedly facing enforcement action from the SEC for allegedly violating investor protection laws in dealing with Binance USD stablecoins. Now look, this is all speculation, but I agree with this. We know that Gensler was in bed with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried and saw everything going on behind the scenes and didn't do shit. And now you're watching all these bogus claims come out against these exchanges saying that so-and-so's an SEC or an SEC, saying so-and-so token is a security, etc., etc., and they have no proof. They don't care. They're just taking him to court and hoping that the judge makes a judgment in the SEC's favor, and then all they're doing is fining them. So it's a big money grab. Yeah, it's all dog shit. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. And last but not least, crypto exchange FTX Japan to resume withdrawals on February 21st. This is interesting. What will this mean for the crypto space? Are people going to dump? Is this going to people going to sell out, their positions? Who knows? We are very sorry for the concern and inconvenience case caused to our customers due to the suspension of our services, the exchange wrote. According to the press release on February 20th, FTX Japan, the Japanese subsidiary of troubled cryptocurrency exchange FTX, announced that the withdrawal of users' fiat currency and crypto assets would commence via the Liquid Japan web platform at 12 p.m. on February 21st. That is today. I don't know how far ahead or behind Japan is to the United States. I'm on the East Coast, so I have no idea if this has already taken off or not yet, which might be why we're seeing a downturn in the market. I don't know. In November of 2022, FTX Japan halted operations after its parent firm FTX filed for bankruptcy along with its 134 subsidiaries, freezing the assets of an estimated 9 million customers and billions of dollars locked in legal proceedings. Per FTX Japan, customers who have assets in its accounts would need to confirm their balance and transfer them to their Liquid Japan account. Liquid Japan is a licensed Japanese crypto asset exchange that was acquired by FTX in April of 2022. FTX Japan customers who do not have a Liquid Japan account are required to open one before receiving their assets. End quote. Please note that due to the large number of requests from customers, it may take some time for the withdrawal process to be completed. We will announce the resumption of other FTX Japan services as soon as possible. According to reports, FTX Japan had roughly 19.6 billion yen in cash, worth more than 138 million when it ceased operations in November of 2022. FTX Japan launched in June 2022, and by Japanese law was required to segregate client funds from its assets. On November 10th of 2022, the Financial Services Agency of Japan announced it had ordered FTX to suspend business operations, such as accepting new deposits, and to comply with a business improvement order. Due to the bankruptcy proceedings, the vast majority of FTX customers, including users of FTX US, are still unable to withdraw their assets. I mean, looks good for people in FTX Japan. I guess they're gonna get their money. I don't know what that's gonna look like for the market again. There's been talk of, and I don't know, depending on how long you've been in the crypto space, the whole Mt. Gox debacle. There's been talks of people that were holding on Mt. Gox that were creditors that had tons of money on Mt. Gox supposedly just recently took a deal where I think they're taking like 85% of what they had as opposed to like 100% or 90%, like that. And people are kind of scared, I don't know if it's the right word, concerned that when these creditors do take their percentage back from the Mt. Gox situation, that they're probably going to dump on the market. Why wouldn't they? Because Bitcoin and whatever else they were holding, and I think it's mostly Bitcoin, is up substantially from where it was when Mt. Gox shut down. So why not exit those positions, take a profit? I don't know, it makes sense. So we'll see what happens. But guys, that's all I have for you today. Let's go look at Bitcoin one last time before we bounce out of here. I seem to be holding this level right here. This 24.5 seems to be becoming a support level. We'll keep an eye on it. It was all support right around here in this cluster right here, and we just tanked and bounced off of it. We'll see if it holds. Again, last ditch effort to turn this into support, 23.8. So that's it, guys. Per usual, if you do enjoy the content that I provide every morning for you on this channel, Boring Crypto IO, please subscribe to the channel, turn that bell for notifications, watch, like the videos, share the videos to all your friends, families, and people you don't even like. Who knows? And I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I am out of here.